in SPO, that there's going to be exponential growth in the coming years. But to explain a little more, we want to invite the father of SPO, the father of this house, the founder of this organization. Please welcome up Gordy DeMarais. Give it up for him.
Hey.
Awesome. Thanks, Gordy. So Gordy's gonna
Hold on, I'm coming.
What?
Just takes me a minute.
What are you doing?
Hey,
Takes a little while to get started.
this is
Hey there.
Yeah, can we help you?
Hey, what's your name, young one?
Gordy.
Oh, my name's Gordy too. This is my conference.
No. No, it's not.
What year are you?
What year?
Yeah.
What year?
What year are you?
Like, how old am I?
No, in school. You're a student, right?
Yes.
No?
For life.
Oh, that's great. And you must be his parents.
Yeah, no. This is.
that's not
I'm
what
sorry.
that
Who are
is.
you?
No.
Well, I'm Gordy.
You're Gordy.
You called me on stage.
Right.
He's got more hair.
This is a compromising position I find myself in.
Yeah. How do we figure this one out?
Well, if I wasn't Gordy, would I have this big G?
Do you carry that around with you?
I suppose that's a
Or
good
perhaps
point.
these Werther's Originals. 10 for $1.
Wait,
Would you like
10
one?
for $1?
what is
Yes.
My grandma Myrtle used to give me
Okay.
these.
There you go.
that? Thank you.
Are you
Got a
ready?
better arm.
It's coming. It's coming.
Okay, you're building a decent case, but I'm.
Well, if I wasn't Gordy, how would I know that my favorite worship song is Little Drummer Boy by Justin Bieber?
Is that true?
Or perhaps my favorite missionary is Paul Jasek. Where are you, Paul? Paul, are you here? Paul, my son.
Sir, I don't.
You don't believe me?
I don't believe you.
Well, there's only one way to fight off this. We gotta have a Gordy v. Gordy off.
Oh, it's going down.
Okay, here we go.
All right,
Gordy, please.
hold on.
Okay, so we gotta find out who the real Gordy is.
All right, there it is.
Are you two ready?
Yes.
So we're gonna ask you a few questions, and we're gonna see who knows what Gordy should know.
Yeah, this should.
I'm
Sift.
sorry, I can't really hear you. What did you say to me?
We're gonna ask you a few questions.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah,
Okay, yes, let's
It's
do
good.
it.
Yep. Just tell us what you know.
Okay,
It's gonna be fine.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Who did your hair?
What do you mean?
All right, Bridget.
All right, first question. Ready for it? When was SPO founded?
Gordy?
Who am I? Oh, I'm Gordy, that's right. Yes, well, let's see. It was a long time ago. I had just graduated high school, and that day was a big day. The Mesopotamians had just created the written language. And the Chinese were working on this fun, like, sliding calculator called an abacus. And I believe God was resting on the seventh day. So carry the dawn of time.
The dawn of
The
time.
dawn of time, yes.
Good answer.
Thanks.
How about you, Gordy? This Gordy.
I don't remember that.
Really? Well,
Well,
that settles it.
in the summer of 1984, Christina Smith and I spent the summer in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Brother Ken Apuzzo was there, and we got trained in how to do university work. And we came back in that next summer in 1985. We had a summer household with 25 men and 25 women, and that's really when SBO began.
Interesting.
You guys must be so proud.
Yeah.
He's an upstanding young citizen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Wow.
It's good.
well. Okay.
Yeah.
That I think got us somewhere. I think
Cleared a
starting
few
to-
things up.
So, question number 2: what is the new evangelization? You want to take us away?
I'm sorry.
The new evangelization.
The newt
The
evangelization.
The newt evangelization.
Yes.
Yes.
Our response to the amphibian crisis.
That's right.
Well, you see, like most bad things, it started in the 1960s. There was an explosion of amphibic activity. Toads, frogs, and salamanders were reproducing like a pack of wild rabbits. We were hardly able to keep up with proclaiming the good news to them, which was a real problem.
Yeah.
We were about to have a pandemic of unbaptized amphibians running around. What's a man to do?
Yeah.
So we down at the youth center thought we'd put our minds together and come up with a solution. Now my cousin Eddie, he had an in with some local newts, which is a kind of salamander. And so he came up with a way that we could communicate with them. We then went forward and did catch and release, but only after we had preached to them the kerygma. Thus the newts brought back the good news to their amphibic communities, thus spawning the newt evangelization.
Wow.
Wow.
That's impressive.
You guys, you really solved a key problem there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
That's good.
That's on brand.
Thanks for your work on that.
yes.
Yeah,
The feline faith movement was much more difficult.
When was that one?
I don't remember.
Good.
Okay, Gordy, new evangelization.
I don't know if I can top
Yeah, that's
Well, I've written a whole course and delivered a whole course on the topic, so I don't. You got a couple hours? So
Yeah,
Or
we
the
get some
the
chairs
short
up
version.
here.
The short version. We live in a day when people are falling away from the faith in great numbers. And we live in a culture that's hostile to the faith. And there are places where Christianity once thrived and was vibrant and alive. And those places, the gospel is decreasing. So it used to be the case that when we as Catholics thought about mission and evangelization, we would go to the far corners of the world and preach the gospel to those people who had never heard the gospel. But the new evangelization is a new mission field. We don't have to go to the other side of the world to preach the gospel. It's right there in our own backyards. It's in our families. It's on our college campuses. It's in our young adult environments. So in some ways, the new evangelization is a new mission field that the Lord's called us into.
wow. That's
He's powerful
pretty
in
good.
the ways of
That's
the
pretty
Gordy.
good.
He's very nuanced.
I don't know what the
I
score
like
is
that.
right now, but
I think I'm winning.
I think it's a tie at
It's-
least.
Sure, yeah, it's
You
close.
might be. Let's do one more.
One more
Best out of-
question?
best
Okay.
out of 3.
Next question. Which of your children currently work for SPO in Minnesota?
Why
This
don't you
Gordy,
take a
how about
try?
you take this one? You go first.
Well, that would be Peter.
Hey, it's easy.
Good answer.
Well, I want to take a page from your book, young one, and my answer is also nuanced. Well, you see, both of my eldest children desired to leave the frigid hell we call Minnesota. Peter, being my eldest, was to receive my blessing. The day came when the blessing was to be bestowed, and Peter, he knew that I loved a good walleye stew, and so he went out into the wilderness to catch a couple fish. Peter's a good fisherman, not as good as me, but he's pretty good. So I knew it would only take maybe an afternoon. Now Anna, she is my second eldest, and she has always been a clever girl. She saw her chance, and so she went out to the local Cub Foods and got 2 fish fillets and brought them back and made a delicious stew. Now, that day, Anna had taken my glasses, so I was unable to see. Thus, Anna knew I would not be able to determine the Peter by sight, but by touch. Now, my boy Peter is what you would all call a hoss. He is very large. He has the largest forearms of any man this side of the Mississippi.
It's genetic.
Yes, as you can tell, it comes from me. And so, his forearms are the size of like a hairless silverback gorilla. So Anna was screwed. She has tiny forearms. But Anna knew what to do. It's coming. It's coming. So Anna went out to our farm and picked 2 of our finest Christmas geese. And she brought them inside, and having them killed and gutted, plucked every feather off one of those geese, so that way it would resemble the hairless skin of my boy Peter. She then shoved her arms through both geese and brought to me the fish stew. Now, the fish stew was marvelous, tasted just like Peter would make. Though her voice sounded like a small flute, when my hand touched the clammy, pale skin, which I knew to be Peter's, I gave my blessing then and there on the spot, and now Anna lives in Ohio.
Wow.
So Peter lives in Minnesota.
Peter Sands.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like I've heard that before.
Yes.
Was it written down somewhere?
Yes, I wrote a book.
That's good. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like that was an entire inside joke that none of us were invited in on. Like,
I don't know what to say to you right now.
okay,
I mean, I think you're probably the real Gordy.
you guys think this is the real Gordy? Yeah! Who thinks this is the real Gordy?
Sounds convincing. Oh, hey, whoa, come on, man. Oh,
Josiah, what are you doing?
hey, man.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You have the second baby yet?
Yeah, we had it 2 months ago, yeah.
Oh, dude, come on.
Judith Esther, yeah.
Yeah,
thanks.
dude, that's great, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, hey, this is embarrassing. But hey, it's good to see you all. We're gonna be doing some more fun stuff later tonight, a little Ascend show. So looking forward to seeing you guys there. And does anybody want the wig?